just make it more fun.
I like this stick. Boom. Come on, party people. Everybody, here we go.
Suggest you're that type.
What? Toxic sickness. Rave music 24 hours a day. Listen on all of your devices on the MyTuner radio app. Originate, not imitate.
Throw my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you got the love I need to see me
Welcome back to a new edition here at Gabberdisco Night Live. Yes, it is the last Tuesday of the month of June, and that means it is Cheesy Tuesday. First of all, thank you, Hakapita, for the 9-month subscription. Oh my god, thank you. Me. And yes, as every month, we have a new release coming up by Gabberdisco, or at least one of the projects that Gabberdisco is doing. Yes, of course, we will do that like in about 1 hour from now. And of course, as always, you will get your mandatory mix at the beginning. It's one of the older videos. And then the Cheese Lords are preparing and preparing for later for the interview and stuff. Yeah, that. Let's do a quick shout out to Hakapeder, The Law, Rave Wisp, and Arcane. So I'll say, and also to all you lurkers there, I hope everybody will enjoy today's show and definitely see you in an hour from now. So please enjoy.
to get what I want.
Ring a bell.
Bells are ringing. Bells are ringing.
Wat is dit voor een slik motherfucker nummer? Ben je nou echt serieus? Ja, ik ben echt serieus. Hoor je de tekst nog?
up, shrimp. Hurry up, shrimp. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, shrimp.
You know, you're going about this all wrong.
This song. You gotta sing this with me. Here comes the hook. Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on, shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on,
I'm in.
I got a word for you. Shut the fuck up.
This is madness! What was that? This is madness! This is madness! This is madness! This is Gabberdisco.
You piece of dirtbag sucking motherfucking eating.
I do not enjoy playing with you. Everything's so silly.
shaking his eyes, checking every girl inside, moving like he does the mambo.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to.
My God, you guys look like unemployed backup dancers.
The plot. So, what are you waiting for? So that we can do
Gangsta Sam.
decision to make. Are you going to obey Jesus Christ in your sex life?
Gabberdisco is back. Gabberdisco is back. Gabberdisco is back. Gabberdisco is back. Gabberdisco, 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 Gabberdisco,
Fuck them haters! Step on it!
Gabberdisco.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Rise from your grave.
Try this. You'll love this.
Jupiter schleudert seine Blitze Richtung Frankreich.
Now entering glory hole.
trouble. Great choice.
Okay, Gabbers, clap your hands to this.
Do you mind shutting off that beeping, please? Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Literally never gave a shit about this from the beginning.
I hate this party.
Can you translate that for dumb guys? Who might also be a little drunk?
Causes a man to do such things? Are we to consider him mentally defective, a lunatic acting irrationally? Or is it possible he's as sane as you and I, and there indeed is method to his madness?
Gabberdisco.
Look, I know this all seems embarrassing now, boys, but maybe one day you'll look back on this time fondly and perhaps even make something beautiful out of it.
What? Like a show about a bunch of kids masturbating?
And yes, that was a mix by DJ Skyline. And yes, we are also back together with all the Cheese Lords here. These guys definitely don't need an introduction, but for the newer people, which I don't assume that there are newer people here in the chat and in the show, we have Crisis here on the top, on the top right of me with the Thunderdome EP up there is Stormtrooper, and to the right of me with the colorful lights, that is the Speed Freak. So, hello everybody. Oh, also for Stormtrooper, last month he wasn't there, so we're definitely going to talk a little bit about his sipping on pina coladas. First of all, to all the Cheese Lords, yeah, once again, welcome to yet another day. Yeah, Peter, let's start with you. How was your vacation, and where did you go to?
I had a lovely vacation with my family. We went to Turkey to a family resort that is especially for families with smaller children. And yeah, we already were there last year, and we decided it was so good we have to go there again. So we did, and yeah, it was lovely again.
It was lovely again. How was the weather?
Yeah. It was actually more kind than last year because last year when we arrived, we immediately had 40 degrees, and that was like a punch in the face. And this year we started with 25 degrees, so kind of moderate, and went up to I think like 35 degrees. So it was not like you go outside and as soon as the sun hits you, you burn up, but it was really nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's like an all-in resort or something like that.
Yeah, it is, and it is
Okay.
especially for families with small children. Means everything is child friendly. There are always people that take care of what children destroy, or
Yeah.
especially at the buffet when they drop something, it is picked up immediately, and everybody's very patient, which is an absolute must when you work at a resort for children. Yeah, but it was really nice.
And how long you were there?
For 10 days.
For 10 days.
So I returned the day after our stream. I missed it sadly, but I guess you had fun without me.
How were the pina coladas?
Kind of good, but you needed to order an extra shot to make them really work because, yeah, I think they are so used to mixing kids' cocktails because there were also non-alcoholic cocktails for kids that they also made the cocktails for the adults very moderate, but yeah, I'm not there for moderate. I'm never there for moderate. So I always had 1 or 2 extra shots in my cocktail.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all in price included, right?
Yeah, it's
So-
all in.
So it doesn't matter that much. But Turkey
Yeah,
itself was nice and fine.
Yeah, the people are friendly. The weather was good. Everything was cool. The food was fantastic. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Peter.
Yeah, well, definitely nice to hear. How did the kids took it? They enjoyed themselves as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just like last year, they were busy all the time just on the resort ground. We didn't do any trips to other places or stuff. We just stayed in the resort. And yeah, there are like 3 or 4 different playgrounds they can go to. There are 2 pools with slides for children. There is always animation for children. So they were busy the whole time.
Okay, the children busy and mom and dad chilling, relaxing.
Yeah, it would be nice if it was that way. The older one, he's 5 now. He was kind of busy all day, but the younger one is 2, and he doesn't do anything without mommy or daddy. So we still had to watch out for him.
Nice. Oh well, really good to hear that you are back again. Any more vacation plans?
No, not for this year. No.
So not for this year.
Not really.
Okay, so we can definitely expect you for the rest of the year here on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I had my my daddy vacation right after our family vacation when I went to JeffCon for 3 days in Belgium. That's my yearly daddy vacation.
And how did that went?
That went pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Nice. Martin,
Yep.
how was your month?
You caught me reconnecting my lights. Yeah, it was quite a busy month, but also very relaxed one. I kind of had a good timing this time. I mean, I finished the tracks for release today. I finished them today. I could tweak in some free weekends with visits by friends, and I finished everything outside. Had a nice harvest inside, by the way, so I'm sorted forever now.
Forever. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was mostly busy when I noticed the elements I had collected for the track were enough for making 2 good tracks out of them. So I worked on 2 tracks right away and got them both finished for release today, so all's good. Turned out well.
Nice. Other than that, how was the weather there in your place, in your area?
Great. Was really great. I spent every evening outside till it's really dark and very relaxing. So it's nice to be in this heat up here. I'm under the roof with my studio. It's good if you just put the headphone away and now it's evening. I go outside, I relax, bam, you can fade out into the night. Nice.
Sounds like a good evening.
Yeah.
And also a heat wave in your area?
Yeah, we had some hot days, 30 something, but not too many of those. But I think for the coming weekend there will be some more of that. These also lasting longer, but here you can really leave the windows open when you sleep and you don't hear anything except for the church bell, which I don't hear because I'm used to it. But when we have visitors, they always point that out. Like this stupid
Yeah, it's because
bell.
you're already used to it for so many years.
Yeah, I really don't hear it.
It's just background noise.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Chris, how is your month?
Well, as you all know, I'm now a father of 2 with a newborn who just came 2 months ago. So I don't have a lot of time for parties and other fun stuff, vacation. I will have to keep that for next year. So I've been spending my time inside, melting away.
Yeah.
Because I think last Saturday it was 31 degrees over here.
Yeah.
But luckily I have an air conditioner because we have a flat roof, and I don't think we will survive that. With I have 2 big cats with a lot of fur.
Oh, yeah.
Ragdolls, so they won't survive that anyway. And also for the baby, it would be better to leave the room a bit cool.
Yeah. How's the sleeping schedule of your newborn and your sleeping schedule?
Well, I think last month I said the sleeping was a bit disrupted.
Yeah.
Because she was up most of the night, and it was driving me and especially my girlfriend crazy. I think at most we had like 2 or 3 hours of sleep at night.
Ow.
But in the last month, things have changed. Like she's now sleeping all through the night. Maybe once she will get up for breastfeeding, and that's it. She sleeps like most of the day. So I think I'm really lucky with that.
So it's, let's say for now, is it easier or more difficult than the last time?
Well, it's for sure is more easy than the last one. I have to say, with my firstborn daughter, we are still struggling to get her to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, in the last month, it's getting a bit better. She goes to bed by herself, and then she's away in like 5 minutes. But before that, it has always been a fight, like reading books and playing music, and having a nighttime routine where we brush our teeth, and you have to keep a kind of routine.
Yeah.
For especially for young children. But yeah, everything is sleep-wise, everything is good.
So, and how's her job as the older sister? Did she still like it,
Well,
or is there some jealousy?
well, most of the time she's really caring.
Oh, okay.
When the baby is crying, she comes running with a spoon,
yeah.
pacifier, or a bottle. You know, so she wants to care for the little one.
Mhm.
But I have seen, you know, if you're holding the baby, she will be a bit like I want to be held as well. So she will act like a baby, you know.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Start of jealousy.
Also, yeah. But I think it's. I think Peter knows it's part of the process.
Absolutely. The older one suddenly is a baby too again.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
So you just mentioned no partying, so you also didn't went to the highway party, right?
No parties at all. Maybe in a few months again, when I have energy to do that again.
So, but your sleeping schedule is not really that disrupted, I guess, then? Because
No.
Okay.
But it's just, you know, now the my firstborn is going to school, so we have to get her there every day, and all the small things beside that, it's pretty demanding.
Yeah. I think I can understand how demanding that could be, because it's not only the schedule of your kid, but it's also your schedule.
Yeah, they say it's like a full-time job next to your own full-time job. So
okay. Yeah, good to know. So there is a new release today. So can somebody tell a little bit what this release is?
Yes, it's a new chapter in the Concept 138 series. So slow tracks. Yeah, nice EP. I think I'll just release it and we should listen then.
So where can we get this? And also, how much is it?
It's 4 tracks for €5.
4 tracks for €5. Yes. So if you want to get this release, go to gabberdisco.bandcamp.com, and Speedfreak also post the link on Twitch itself. And let me do it as well. So if you type in !album and you're too lazy, then you can also find it yourself. So 3 tracks, €4, and this is GD.
4 tracks, €5.
Oh, sorry. 4 tracks, €5. 4 tracks, €5. It's called GD60, the Concept 138, Chapter 2. So, yeah, I'm really excited to hear what's on this release. So, we are going to start with the first one, which is the Speed Freak, Addicted to Music, Part 1.
Music in the heart. All that goes in the heart finds its way into the head, and the arms, and the hands, into the music, off through the air, and into the hearts of everyone who is listening.
Just an addict addicted to music. Just an addict addicted to music.
I can't live without music.
Music, we're lost in music. Go blam, I go in, I go hard, I go stupid, oh my god. Let's go. Non-stop music.
You've been listening to too much of that Beatle music.
To Music Part 1. So, Speed Freak, what is the story behind Addicted to the Music, and then especially with Part 1?
The story is that I wanted to make a Gabberdisco track with a topic of love for music or music in general for a long time, and I had collected some songs already, put them on the site. And now I had too much material when I started producing. There were basically 3 main elements. 2 of them I've used in here, which was Village People, Can't Stop the Music, and OJ's I Love Music, which were like the basic setup for things for other 49ers, Betty Boo, Digital Emotion singing on top. Everything flipped over, but I wanted to keep it disco, not in a new disco sense, but in the very old school sense. Everything's replayed here. I didn't use any instrumental versions because I needed to be able to mix the single instruments. And it was quite fun working with this rhythm guitars and stuff. Was nice. So I think I achieved something which it's not house, but somehow it is. It's not new disco, but somehow it is. No, it's better. And so it's quite a thing of its own again. And yeah, it was when they have synth lines, I used old synth plugins, and like I really try to stay true to the spirit, not use any strings, but those certain vinyl strings which you hear on those old disco records, but everything more in a good timing than it was possible back then. And was really, this was, to me, both parts were much fun to produce, especially here, starting really with funky bass lines and everything, then culminating the funk in the edit part in the middle, which you guys haven't heard because you were talking. And then taking out the whole funk for this end part, oofda, really straight, no big fill-ins, no nothing, was quite a development.
So, if you must compare to a regular Gabberdisco track, the 200, 205 BPM-ish tracks, is this kind of music a little bit more difficult to make? Or it's just as easy?
It's the same. I mean, for me, it's Gabberdisco. We mostly use the Gabber part of it by now, at the beginning it was a bit different. So the slow tempo gave me the opportunity to work with patterns that wouldn't work at 200 BPM and use funky bass lines and overlapping syncopating notes and all that. And so it's just it's different, but it's to me this was refreshing actually. Although I had lots of pressure to get both tracks ready on time, this was really fun to do.
Nice. So, looking at the folder, this is not the only one. There's still one more coming up, but that is more for later. So, we are going to listen to track number 2, which is going to be a Crisis with Transparency.
Whispers in the cosmos, secrets untold, silent echoes where dreams unfold. Stars collide in a dance of fate. Truth concealed, we seek, we wait. Unlock the mysteries, reveal the light. In the universe, we find our sight.
Lost in the darkness. Found in the beat.
Oh my god, stop, bro, I'm stuck. Can you help me?
This was track number 2, Crisis with Transparency. So, Chris, what is your story with transparency? Is it something to do you're being a how call it a parent or something like that?
Also, I'm a transparent, but this track is not really what you would expect right away, I think, or maybe you do. But it's I try to do something really different again. You cannot put it in one box.
No.
Like we were talking about, it's not really psytrance. It's not really, maybe it's like sci-funk or something, because it has some big funk elements in there. And but with this track, I really took some time to work on the sound design, because to be honest, I'm always more of a preset guy. I just find a sound I like and go with it. But for this one, I really like to work on my own sounds, and also work on the small details. You can really hear it, and I think with the slower tempo, you can do more with between the kicks.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a really nice approach. It's fresh, exciting. So yeah.
Maybe we have a new genre.
Sci-funk.
Sci-funk.
I really like the name.
Yeah.
So on the next track, what we have, it's I haven't seen this name here yet, but it's gonna be Hurricane Horst with Mama Like to Party.
Okay, then back to basics. Grab your shell toes and your fat laces. A little hand clap for some funk faces and make your body move in the following places. Goes up your back and then down your spine, and when it hits your head,
You may have done some damage there.
Okay, then back to base heads. That's like you just won the Special Olympics. I got the root box of the back of a spaceship. So sick that I just had to take it. The RUDEBOX. Up your jacks and you split your caps. Sing a song of Semtex, pocket full of Durex. Back to the root box. No fantasy will just never stop. I got one design and that's to walk you to the top. Know what's on my mind, there's only one thing you will find. I got one design and that's to bump until you drop.
Shaking the rock, why you so nasty? To the new rock, you so nasty. Shaking the rock, why you so nasty?
There's a guy in a place, got a bit of sweet face, and he goes by the name of Ebenezer Good. His friends call him Easy when he is the main geezer, and he fight by the place like no other man could. He's refined, sublime, he makes you feel fine. And very much maligned and misunderstood. But if you know he's a real crowd pleaser, he's ever so good, he's ever so good. You see that he's
This doesn't seem so bad. After all, it's a song for babies.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Baby songs never tackle real baby issues. You know, like loud noises. I've written a few songs all about stuff babies actually care about. Okay, look, just pay attention. Mama liked to party when you were in her belly. Drinking she did some. Mama liked to party when you were in her belly. That's why you are dumb. God damn it!
Oh yeah, get mad. That was pathetic.
What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I can see that falling off. You grow cold when you keep holding on. You know you've changed and you're worth the life. Like something you can't deny.
Okay, then back to spaceship. Take more pills, fuck the matrix. Drop those drills, shaky playtex. Rock free strikes, not the A-sex. A-D-I-D-A-S. Old school, this is the best. TK Maxx costs less. Jackson looks a mess. Okay, then what to do? If you try to jack me, I'll box you. If you box me, I'll box your brew. Cause it's what I do, ain't that right, boo? I'll ride with you if you can get me to the border. Cause the sheriff said to me, so what I did do is thought I did it like this. I love it when you double clap back. Got this young fantasy where we just never stop. I got my desire that's the walk to the top. Know what's on my mind, it's only one thing you must find. I got one desire that's the walk to the drop.
I call that Mama Like to Party song. That's good.
So this was Hurricane Horse, Mama Like to Party. So yeah, Hurricane Horse is not a name that is familiar with me. So can anybody say something about who Hurricane Horse is?
I think I might be able to say something because that's me.
Oh,
yeah. That's a name I usually use when no other alias is fitting. And I already did some tunes on Gabberdisco under Hurricane Horse, but I think it was on the Second Floor label. Back when we did some slower stuff, some electro, I also did that as Hurricane Horse.
Okay. So, Mama Like to Party. What's the story behind that one?
It's actually a little homage to my wife, because she is really big into 90s Eurodance and Robbie Williams and a lot of stuff people used to dance to in the 90s. And so I thought, why not do a track with a lot of those things? And I called it Mama Like to Party because she liked to party to those tunes.
Well, it is definitely something that you would expect to hear somewhere in the 90s. So, definitely a nice track. I enjoyed. And the whole chat was also quiet before, so I guess everybody was also enjoying the track.
Hopefully.
So, we still have one more track to go. And that's going to be the last one. That is the Speed Freak with Addicted to Music Part 2.
I just remember disco on the stereo. I don't remember what the song names were, but I just remember how they go. And there was this one that had this like rolling electronic violin thing, and it went like. Let's do it. Do it again. Let's do it. Do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your DJ, and this is a journey into the wonderful world of music. It will be such a fantastic adventure, believe me. We're gonna start here with a kick.
In a box set, 20 or gatefold, 2, you can get it in black or blue or see-through, or a limited edition in ridiculous shapes. Super savvy, super speedy, super speedy and tape. Don't be swayed on to come to the simple technique. You're getting a new fix, a remix every week. But you'll be dependent, endlessly spending until you got the 7, the 12, and the 10, and the import prints. It is get a few trouble back. I give you warning, cause that way trouble that. Tell me you can handle it. Did you forget how a record shop still puts you in a cold sweat? Don't you start, leave it up on the shelf. You know I'm speaking from the heart, cause I'm a victim myself. It's a habit, I grab it, you just can't refuse it. It's time I kicked it, but I'm addicted to music.
first love. It will be my last. Music of the future. The music of the past. To live without my music would be impossible to do. In this world of trouble, my music brings me through.
Now I can see the music.
With the Canaanite, flaking next to BDP. Propaganda, just by bum rush the show next to EPMD. I got the ELO, Giant Head and the Smiths are all sitting together. And LL Cool J is next to Angela Weber. Schoolie D and Schubert, Mason with the U-Bud guys. No swim, I got Jerry Newcut. All of us race, just a long yeah, Chuck Brown and James Brown again. Down with the left. From the A to the E, the A to the double P. It's strange, cause it's arranged alphabetically. More skeletons in my closet than a burial tomb. But my collection won't stop till the room's consumed. It's a habit, I grab it, just can't refuse it. It's how I kicked it, but I'm addicted to music.
Addicted to Music Part 2. Well, Martin, you have made 2 tracks on this EP, and this is Addicted to the Music Part 2. So what can you tell about Part 2 itself?
Yeah, this one I wanted to be as funky as possible because funk is not so represented nowadays in a modern context. And the old funk, lots of it is a bit too chaotic even for me, but they have great bass lines, so this tempo allows for that. And the basic track replayed was Walking on Music by Peter Schack Band, but we have Digital Emotion or whatever, Boney Emma singing a verse in there. It's all mixed up and not really much as is at its original place. And for the middle part, this time I had to use hard kicks, of course, but this was quite difficult with that orchestral part because the soundy part of a hard kick, not the sub bass pushing from below, but the sound part of it pretty much overlaps with a low orchestral instrument, so that only for that part it took me like 4 or 5 more final versions to get it right.
So, except for the hard part on this track, me and Peter also just said, if we would transport ourselves back to the 70s or in the 80s, this was definitely something that you would easily hear on the radio or that you tune in your radio car when you're in your car, you drive somewhere, you hear this on the radio. Yeah, you really did a good job on that one. So, yeah, can we ever expect a disco EP? Like a full disco EP or a full disco release?
I would be up for it. I've just made 2 tracks like that, and to me, it's nice because back then, with the hand-played instruments, the tambourines, and everything, things were quite out of sync at times in those songs. And okay, that makes some of the charm of them, of course, but here used in a strict electronic pattern, I think this also develops an extra. It's all the old stuff is there, but it sounds kind of cleaned up and new, and that's something that's one approach from my side now, which will not turn into something, but it's a thing that's not there very often nowadays.
Yeah. So you were also just mentioning that you really love the bass line, and I must be honest, that is also the bass line that I really love within disco. It's really funky, and it was perfect. And Recenter, thank you very much for the 39-month subscription. Oh, thank you. So yeah, disco EP, disco album, disco full release when? 2026?
After the next long stream, we will talk about it and set a date.
So let's see now. You can get this release. Give me a second. Here on the side on Twitch, you can see the exclamation mark album, and then you can find the link at gabberdisco.bandcamp.com. 4 tracks, €5. Yes, it is not the regular Gabberdisco kind of tracks that you expect to be, but this is definitely part of the Gabberdisco culture, as lots of heavy sampling is also involved, and who doesn't love disco? So go grab it while it's still fresh, and while you're at it, if you also need to complete your Gabberdisco collection, go browse through their whole catalog and just support Gabberdisco, because without your support, we don't have these kind of amazing music coming out. Because look how hungry and how tired they are. They are working so hard for your pleasure. So please spend your money. Don't tip them, because they earn less than a waitress in the US. So tip them. Support Gabberdisco, because Gabberdisco is life. So what can we expect for next month? Holy shit, next month is already July. Shit.
A regular 200 BPM Gabberdisco EP.
A regular 200 BPM disco. Okay, cool. So that is something that we can expect. Well, Martin, any bookings the coming month or months?
No, thanks God, man. At this speed, I want to stay at home. I wouldn't accept any for summer. In autumn, there's some things are coming up, but for summer, no. Don't get me out of my comfort zone in summer.
Would you do it if it was a pool party?
No.
No?
What would it be good for? Everybody would be pissing in the pool, and then
that's nice and warm.
Yeah, see.
So no bookings for Martin. Peter?
I'll be playing at the Whole Club in my hometown of Rosenheim on July the 4th. Most likely a Gabberdisco set.
Mm-hmm.
And next one is already in August, on August the 9th, I think. I'll be playing at a festival in Berlin, but that will be more hard techno, industrial stuff.
Okay, cool. I don't want to ask, but Chris?
Well, I have to say I'm fully booked by my girlfriend and my 2 children, so I'm occupied for the coming while.
So you're gonna play at club bedroom and the club living room.
Club lullaby.
Club lullaby.
Yes.
Baby's first DJ lessons.
Yes.
Nice.
She's already enjoying. When I was working on this last track, my oldest daughter, she was already dancing to the thing. So she's getting into the music already. So maybe a future cheese lord.
Oh.
Who knows?
Okay. Definitely looking forward to that. So let's see. The next show will be in 5 weeks from now. So the 5 weeks from now is going to be the 29th of July. So yeah, let's do a quick summary of what we had today. So today we were listening to GD60 Concept 138 Chapter 2. 4 tracks, €5. Go grab it at gabberdisco.bandcamp.com, or if you scroll up here on Twitch, you can find the link. For the people on YouTube that see this as VOD, go type it in yourself or Google it yourself. But do support Gabberdisco Night Live. Next month, on the 29th of July, we will have a next Gabberdisco show with a new Gabberdisco release coming up. And there's one pussy on screen.
Finally, somebody said it.
Yeah, what else can I add? Peter's the only one with bookings, so if you are somewhere in the neighborhood or in Berlin, go check him out. And yeah, that is pretty much it. There's a Gabberdisco stream coming up in September. More info on that hopefully next month.
There's another pussy behind you.
Yeah, there's a big fat one. Yeah, that's a fat pussy, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Chris, any last famous words?
I have some wise words for you. Stay hydrated, get some sleep, and ignore your ex.
Ooh, okay.
Somebody's been talking. Peter.
Do the things that make you happy, not the things that make other people happy.
Okay. That's a good one. Good to remember, especially to you workaholics out there. Martin, any famous last words?
Yeah. Shockwave 3333 is coming on vinyl. It's a collector's thing because it's gonna be a compilation of re-releases, 6 tracks, and it's currently getting fixed.
Oh, so next month more information, or somebody just can spill?
Yeah, no, next month it should be out already.
Okay.
It's now at artwork stage, so everything's settled and
Next month on that more information. So to all you chatters out there, let's do a quick shout out to Stormtrooper, Radio Achterbahn, The Speed Freak Official, Unforced Terror, Seethy, Hookney Resub, Gabberdisco 123, and Huckapeter 33. Also, once again, thanks to Huckapeter and Resetter for the subs and Radio Achterbahn for the 100 gifted bits. Also, to all you lurkers out there, thank you very much for joining here in today's show. I am also streaming every Monday and Tuesday on this channel with other shows. And of course, every last Tuesday of the month is Gabberdisco Night Live. So, as I mentioned before, this is the end of the show. Hopefully see you next month on the, what date I said, the 30th? On the 29th of July. Hopefully see you then. Or otherwise see you somewhere on a Monday or a Tuesday evening. Let's see now. Is there somebody we are going to raid? Yeah, we are definitely going to raid somebody. So to you, everyone, and also to all you lurkers there, thank you very much once again, and see you next week. Ciao, ciao, bello, ciao, bye.
Oh, hi, Mark. You're just a chicken. Chip, 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 chip. Okay, dann geht's jetzt los.
You gotta take all your emotions, all your anger, all your love, all your hate, and push it way down here, gonna fit your stomach, and then let it explode.
Seriously, though, fuck this song. I can't stand it, man. Fuck this song, y'all.